Okay, here with Summer Monsrud of the BSU softball team. As a freshman, just how has your adjustment been so far to the college game?
In high school, it's a lot slower, and in college, it's just really fast-paced, and there's a lot of stuff to learn other than in high school when you just kind of go through the motions.
You've gotten off to a pretty good start so far through like 15 games, I believe it is. Just what's your mentality on, the softball field? Just what are you trying to do to get on base?
Just to connect with the ball, and I want to hit it down usually, because if I hit it up, it's a pop-up and they can usually catch it. I can't really hit line drives very well.
I've heard you're kind of one that likes to use your speed once you get on the base paths to advance yourself. Just has that always been your mentality, or is that something that Coach Sapinski has tried to teach you a little more here?
I've usually always done that. It's just, I don't know when I steal. I just kind of keep running, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm stealing. So then I have to run a little faster and get there.
Being a local Bemidji product, just what does it mean to you to be able to stay here to compete in collegiate athletics and go to school here at Bemidji State?
I kind of just want to make a name for Bemidji high school softball players, because being from Bemidji, they're like, oh, they're only into hockey and stuff like that, but we're not just hockey players.
You come from a hockey family, as you kind of mentioned that.
Yeah.
Your dad played here and your uncle played here as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just what does it mean to them for you to kind of continue the Monsrud tradition here on the softball?
They really like it. They knew I wasn't into like winter sports or anything, and my dad also played baseball, and my grandpa coached baseball, so they're both really happy that I'm sticking with it.
Just what are some things they've instilled in you or helped you with in terms of being a collegiate athlete?
My dad is really supportive, and he just tries to teach me how to play like him, because he was a really good athlete. And he always says I play like him, so that's a compliment.
Just how have some of the older players helped you out so far? Especially, you've got Courtney Legring, who's a senior out in the outfield, who's a center fielder, and I know you're probably eventually going to move to center next year. Just what has she helped you with so far this season?
She helps a lot. I really look up to her on the team. Even before we started the season, I kind of just knew. I was like, oh, I'm going to look up to her, just because she's fast. She plays center. We're both outfielders. It's just kind of, we mesh well together.
Just what are some things about yourself that not everyone would know? Just something unique about yourself.
I used to bat right-handed.
What led to the transition to be a lefty?
My dad said it looked weird, so he changed it.
When was that?
Probably my freshman year in high school.
Have you found more success since you've moved to the other side of the plate, or?
Yeah, I guess I didn't really have a lot of time to see if I was good at batting right-handed, because I started playing in 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
And then I just switched.
Just what led to you playing softball? You said you didn't start till 8th grade. What got you involved? Was it your dad just coming from a baseball background, or?
Well, I used to do track, and then all my friends that were in track, they're like, oh, we're going to do softball this year. And I was like, oh, me too. Like, just my friends. We all kind of just moved into softball.
Oh, just talk about the team so far and how well you guys have gelled. Obviously, there's only about 4 or 5 players that have returned, or I think there's maybe 7 that have returned, and everyone else is new. Just how has that been so far?
I'm sure it's a really big adjustment for the upperclassmen, but for the freshmen, I like it. I mean, I like everybody on the team. We laugh a lot.
Just what are some things you guys like to do outside of the game?
I don't know. We haven't really had time to hang out and stuff off season, but whenever we do, we have bonfires and stuff and just team bonding.
You guys had a chance to go down to Florida for your spring break trip. Just what are some things that you guys were able to do down there, and just how was that experience overall, getting in a lot of games down in Florida?
That was so fun. I have never done anything like that before. Never really went anywhere out of Minnesota to play, so it was really fun. And then we had days where we would play really good, and then days where we would just not play so good.
just talk about some of the competition you faced down there, and do you think that will help you get prepared for the NSIC teams you're going to see here starting this weekend?
I think it helped us prepare a lot because, I don't know, we saw some really good pitchers and really good hitting teams.